David Bergen's novel The Time in Between is primarily set in Vietnam and follows Charles Boatman, a former soldier who unexpectedly returns to the site of his war experiences. His decision baffles his friends and family, prompting his children, Jon and his older sister Ada, to leave America in search of understanding and to persuade him to come back. The novel explores themes of trauma, identity, memory, transformation, and the difficulty of making sense of painful experiences. The story begins with Charles Boatman's sudden disappearance from home. He leaves behind a series of clues that Jon and Ada follow, leading them to the bustling city of Da Nang, Vietnam. The novel alternates between past and present, recounting Boatman's early life in Washington, his time in the Vietnam War, and his personal struggles. As a child, Boatman moved to Washington to begin a typical government career. There, he met Sarah, whom he married, and they had a daughter, Ada. The family later settled in Fraser Valley, British Columbia. As a U.S. citizen, Boatman was drafted into the Vietnam War, where he struggled to adjust to the Army's rigid structure and harsh conditions. During his deployment, he also discovered that Sarah had been having an affair. In Vietnam, Boatman endured numerous traumatic experiences, the most haunting of which was an operation in which he accidentally killed an innocent child. This memory torments him even after he is removed from combat duty. Meanwhile, Sarah gives birth to their son, Jon. After surviving the war, Boatman returns home, but the trauma of his experiences continues to shape his life. The Time in Between won 2 prestigious awards in 2005, the McNally Robinson Book of the Year Award and the Scotiabank Giller Prize. Haunted by severe, undiagnosed post-traumatic stress disorder, Charles Boatman struggles to move past the traumatic memory of his accidental killing. One day, Ada discovers that he has packed up and left without a trace. Determined to find him, Ada embarks on a journey with her brother Jon, who refuses to let her go alone. They book a flight to Da Nang, unsure how long their search will last or whether it will lead anywhere. In Da Nang, Ada meets Yen, a local Vietnamese man who sympathizes with her quest, though he believes it's a futile endeavor. Offering to guide and protect her, Yen joins Ada in her search for Boatman. As the siblings continue their journey, they become increasingly immersed in the cultural and social life of Da Nang. Ada begins an affair with Hoang Vu, a professional artist many years her senior, while Jon becomes drawn to Vietnam's nightclub scene, becoming heavily involved in it. The siblings travel across the country, each time believing they are close to finding their father, only to lose his trail again, leaving them more confused and disconnected from him. At the novel's conclusion, Boatman, still elusive, stumbles upon a novel by Vietnamese writer Dang Tho. Tho's philosophy, which asserts that life's experiences, even those marked by collective suffering, are ultimately deeply personal and only fully comprehensible to the individual, strikes a chord with him. By the end of the novel, Boatman reaches a degree of peace with his past. The Time in Between ends on a note of ambivalence. While Boatman has come to terms with some aspects of his time as a soldier, he remains alienated from his children, who, in their attempt to understand him, find themselves doubly isolated in a foreign land. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.